I was in a little church for 10 years in Virginia. Blue-collar church, small town, small church, about 100 people, maybe grew to 200 people. And we did all that too, but not through programs. When somebody lost a job, we tried to help them find a job. If a woman had a child out of wedlock and needed to go to community college to figure out a way of, to get marketable skills so she could support herself, somebody in the church would watch the child. Somebody in the church would probably come up with the money for, the tuition. All these things, just helping people with everything. People in the church who were smarter about how to do conflict management in their marriage would work with a young couple who was about to blow up their marriage, or people who understood financial counseling were always doing financial counseling with other people. But it all happened organically because you had a small number of people. In a big church, you have to do it through programs. You have to say, here's the financial counseling ministry, here's the marital communication ministry. So I'm not sure the megachurch necessarily is doing things that much differently than a small organic church. So I'm not sure it's all that. I don't think it's all that revolutionary to do what they're doing. When Redeemer was a normal-sized church, yes, I hung out with a lot of other ministers. Now, there's not a lot of them in New York City, actually. But as the church has gotten bigger, we now have a network of, I have 100 staff people. And in order to be available to my own leaders, I now tend to hang out much more with the people inside the church. I wish I could do more networking, but the fact is, when you hire somebody, they move to the city or they come on your staff from the city, they're really investing their lives in you, and they want the boss's time. Otherwise, you're really not, they put their life on the line to come in. So I have a responsibility to be doing an awful lot of social networking and developing relationships inside the ministries that we have now. And there's a lot of pastors in there. So now I'm not as available to the rest of the city as I used to be. I wish I was. After 9/11, you might remember that the week after 9/11, all churches had this enormous growth. And I can tell you exactly what happened to us. We had 2,900 people a week coming. The week after 9/11, we had 5,400 people show up. In fact, we couldn't get them all in, and I called an audible. At the very beginning of one of the services, I said to everybody, those of you who can't get in, come back in 2 hours and we'll do another service. I walked over to the organist, I walked to the musicians, I said, are you willing to stick around to do another service after this? And they said, sure. So I went back up to the microphone, I said, come back in 2 hours, we'll do another service. 800 or 900 people came back. However, even though those numbers went down a bit, Redeemer permanently grew about 600 or 700 people overnight. So when the numbers came down, we never went back below, say, 3,600, 3,700 people. And it was because people were in need, and therefore they were looking to the church to help them. And my guess is something less dramatic than that, but similar to that will happen to us now. Yes, I do think there'll be a numbers increase, but the giving will go down.